became a hypnotherapist because I really wanted to share hypnotherapy with others. I had experienced great amount of personal gain from hypnotherapy myself, and I could not imagine anything more wonderful than earning my living helping others in that same way, using that same approach. So I had this kind of inbuilt enthusiasm from day one. And I remember the first day of my hypnotherapy business skipping gaily down the street in central London to my offices. So happy with this fantastical ideal that I was living at that particular time. It wasn't ideal though. Having been a hypnotherapist since 1997, I found that not all days are equal. Looking at the reality of a hypnotherapist's typical working day, sat in a relatively small room with people who are ill, depressed, anxious, worried, fed up, unhappy, traumatized, looking to draw upon your skills, your knowledge, your experience as help. When we're not working with those people, we are often writing, researching, doing PR, advertising, networking, studying, accounting, marketing, advertising, I said that twice, but heck, you might do it twice, and preparing your client notes, doing reflective practice, writing treatment plans. It's very often hard work, and at times the financial rewards are not always comparable to those who work for large corporations doing very important things, and so on, So however much love us hypnotherapists may have for helping others, it can be tough on us at times, and we often have to work hours to fit in with clients' work schedules rather than our own. We can feel burned out or just a bit deflated on a day-to-day basis. Now, I know, you may be thinking those words, physician, heal thyself. And we all ought to offer ourselves up some of the medicine that we readily dispense to our clients. That notion of putting your own oxygen mask on first rings really true here. And despite it ringing true, kind of giving oneself a full-blown therapeutic treatment plan is not always as easy to apply to oneself, is it? So what to do? As hypnosis professionals already all know, there are ways we can enhance our daily enjoyment of our work. And this video is a nudge, a kick up the backside to those of you who need reminding about how to ensure you spend more time smiling than finding your work a chore. Much of our work satisfaction begins with us kind of changing our perspective. If we continue to focus on facets of our daily regimen that we find to be dissatisfying, we're going to miss the joy, the wonder, the beauty and the wonderful work that we do. Make no mistake, us hypnotherapists do something incredibly wonderful, worthwhile, valuable, beautiful. When I ask the guests that question on my interview question on the Hypnosis Weekly podcast, what's one of the most impressive applications of hypnosis that you've ever witnessed firsthand? I've asked that over the years to so many guests, and many of them say just the day-to-day stuff is so amazing. And we often become blasé about it, that we're helping our clients achieve and overcome these wonderful things. You can affect that perspective and advance your enjoyment of being a hypnotherapist on a daily basis by doing some of the things I wanted to mention today. If you do all of them, you'll just be tingling, uncontrollable joy throughout. I am certain of it. Engage with other members of the human race. Yes, engage, real life engagement. When I was writing my most recently published book, a few years ago now, upon getting home from the office one Friday evening, I told my wife that apart from her, I had spoken to no other human beings directly. Sure, I'd shared emails and texts, but not had any real life human interaction at all for an entire working week. It was crazy. It was crazy. And what's more, training for marathons meant I was running alone. All my communications with the team here at my college were by email, and I spoke to hardly anyone for a whole week. And being a talk therapist of any kind can be lonely enough, So therefore you make sure that you engage in regular supervision and communicate with your supervisor, attend peer support groups where you get to rub shoulders with fellow professionals, meet with colleagues regularly, form think tanks and groups of like-minded folks. but punctuate your working week with some real life human interaction. It's enriching, it's healthy for us on so many levels. Speak to other people, in your building whenever you get the chance. So much better to small talk regularly than to grunt or avoid eye contact and walk around the building with subterfuge. Also, I would like to add that having a good support network of colleagues, friends, family, along with some good positive influences in your life, is a massive help. If you lack human interaction, it'll be particularly problematic if you only ever come into contact with negative people, clients or not. One of the best ways to avoid and overcome burnout in particular is to have a great support network. And have regular rest intervals in your day. Hypnotherapists often have back-to-back clients without enough time to gather themselves in between clients, especially if they are hiring the room space. Also, getting bogged down with long written articles, planning client sessions, writing up case notes, replying to emails, ending up eating our lunch at our desks, even putting off going to the toilet until a couple of clients later so that we can send our previous clients their homework notes before the next one comes in. Maybe that one's just me, but I used to do that. Having a brief break, it's healthy for us. It's important that we get a break at regular times throughout our day. If nothing else, it's client-centered because you'll be doing your job better. You'll be serving your clients better, having derived the benefits of taking breaks. Go breathe some fresh air, take a short walk outside or around the building, get a change of scene. Be stood up. I am one of those guys, a standing desk guys, and yes, I do go on about it at every opportunity. Sitting down is the new smoking, So engage in some action and motion throughout your day. When you get up and about, you give your mind an opportunity to rest. If you're really genuinely unable to leave your office space, you're chained into it in some way, metaphorically or in real terms, take some time to stand up. Imagine being somewhere else. And I'll kind of mention something related to that in a moment that I want to say as well. If the worst comes to the worst, you can find at least 2 minutes of time walking to and from the toilets, right? Though if that is genuinely the only way that you can engineer a break into your day, then you need to call me. You need to call me for us to look at the reasons why you have so little autonomy in your working role, despite being self-employed. I'm pretty sure one of the reasons that you became self-employed was to run your own life effectively and in the way you want to, right? So you want to feel like you're in control of it. Take regular breaks and create a workspace that makes you smile. I'm a geek and I smile at geekish things, and I look around my office. Let me tell you some of the things that typically I see. A Jason and the Argonauts ceramic drinks coaster, a number of 1890s stage hypnosis poster, a Doctor Who TARDIS waste paper bin, a Red Dwarf mouse mat, a big framed poster of my running idol Steve Prefontaine with a motivational quote of his, antique bookcases filled with hypnosis books, and my collection of antique hypnosis texts, my pair of iMacs, my Italian handmade reading chair, my beloved rug. Okay, so not everyone has a home office as well as a client office as I do, but I can tell the graduates of my college who really love their work, for example, whose offices I get to see inside, have taken some time to make their offices a space they love. For many of us, we spend more time in this space than we do in our own homes. And with that being the case, it makes sense. Make it as agreeable as your working environment permits. If your office space makes you smile, then this is a good thing, right? Look, there I am smiling. I forced a smile there. Even if you don't own your own office where you see your clients, the space where you do your accounts or send your emails could be personalized, perhaps. Okay, or perhaps you can find a space that will help you to feel relaxed during your working day. You see so many people when they're on holiday with their laptop saying, today's office. Make yours that way, and step out of the hypnotherapist's shoes. Many people I know refuse to go on holiday. They worry about losing clients or falling behind with their work, or emails getting piled up and unanswered. The reality is that hypnotherapists need to spend time away from being a hypnotherapist, even if it means making sure that you switch off your iPad or PC at home in the evenings. Taking a holiday is more like it. We need to step out of the hypnotherapist's shoes from time to time. And I appreciate that going on holidays, it's not always within the means of everybody, but taking time out and being at home, going for days out, doing things differently, just as good. Have a staycation. I've had times in my working career when even the books I've been reading in my free time are about my work, texts and research papers and so on. And we need a break from that stuff. Being sure to engage in non-work related activities, important. I'm certain that my marathon running, gardening, having 2 young children are what keep my love for my work intact. And consider engaging in some mindfulness exercises, some self-hypnosis stuff as well. Mindful breathing exercises, doing a mindfulness body scan technique costs nothing, proven to have lots of benefits for us physically and mentally. It's kind of refreshing, invigorating. And if you're not aware of any mindfulness exercises, go Google them, track down, there's many online, or find some classic books on the topic. It is as simple as sitting quietly, closing your eyes, being mindful of yourself and your breathing, observing yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, with absolute patience, and allowing yourself to just observe and watch your own being and stream of consciousness. And like I said, self-hypnosis, of course, Adam, as hypnotherapists, this is something we all know how to do. We teach our clients how to do it. Evidence proves we get better with practice. So why not enjoy the benefits of our own field? After each client that I see, I use a couple of self-hypnosis techniques, processes to help me feel cleansed and refreshed, ready for the next client, duly energized. Go grab my Science of Self-Hypnosis book, or work your way through the masses of free techniques on my personal website that I share on social media most days for a wide range of tips and techniques on how to do this. Got a little plug for my book there. You can combine a wide variety of mental imagery techniques within your self-hypnosis sessions too. That can include imagining being in a safe place, mentally rehearsing facets of your work that are coming up, or simply encouraging and supporting yourself with direct suggestion. Now, I know, there's nothing new here. I'm not telling you anything new. I can hear that sentiment working its way through the minds of hypnotherapists around the world watching this. Yet how many of these things do you truly and actively engage in every day? And how much more do you think you'd enjoy your hard-working day if you punctuated your day with these things? You once had a vision about how things were going to be as a hypnotherapist, didn't you? Everybody does. How about making sure you create that vision in reality and make your working life as a hypnotherapist thoroughly enjoyable? Go for it. Do subscribe to this channel to get all the updates when they happen. Go visit the website of my hypnotherapy training college. I'll send you my very best wishes. Goodbye for now.